So we are outside Swinsty Reservoir, which is a Yorkshire Water Reservoir, and of course Yorkshire Water very recently implemented cameras and pay and display in their car parks. It used to be free to access their reservoirs, but you know, right next to the car park here is the free parking, so you can just park free here, and or you can go in there with cameras and all that and be forced to pay. So
this is for equestrian and mountain bike users only, this one.
all right. Closed at PM today. That's good, isn't it? This park outlay locked at PM today. We'll have a look down there and see how much it costs to park. But it's free just here. So I'm going to have a look at the reservoir. Investigate. I mean, we've parked in the free area. We're going to investigate how much it costs to park here. How much that did. So it's £5 all day parking, and what do you get? You get some portaloos, because the other ones are all out of use, and yeah, so that's what you get if you park there. So you might as well just go on the free bit up here. All cameras and that, look, set up automatic number plate recognition cameras, so as soon as you've come in, you know you've had it. So yeah, the Washburn Valley's got about 4 reservoirs, I think, all in a chain, and then the Washburn flows down and joins the River Wharfe before it gets to Otley, I think. Oh, no, it's not. It's after Otley. It's around Poole. So it's downstream of Otley. It's around like where Poole is. It joins there. So there's a little walk down to the reservoir here. That's the reservoir there behind the trees and the dam wall. It looks quite low, the water level. Might get a better view of it just down here where the trees disappear. Look at the water level. This is Fewston Reservoir, and Swinsty Reservoir is on the other side of the dam. There's like 2 reservoirs right next to each other. There we go. So you can see how low it is. Dam wall. And it's yeah. That's one of the spillways there. You can see how well below the spillway it is. It's all sort of getting vegetation on that bit now. See the fantastic houses they built, like sort of reservoir manager houses and things like that they built at the same time as building the dam itself. So it's Friday afternoon. Just had a little picnic in the car before we set off to look at the reservoir here. It's a bit gloomy today, a bit misty. A bit of a cool breeze, but not too bad. And it's quite a nice walk. You can just walk right along the sort of edge of the reservoir here, around and up that way. Little seats on the way. You can see the cobbles here, just here. Sort of, they've obviously got parts where they've still trying to line the banks here when creating the reservoir. All these banks have been added in and reinforced as part of the dam. So I guess when this is quite full, this bit still needs to be reinforced here, so that you've got the original sort of cobble walling there on the side. See more of it down there. Various paths that go off at different angles. That one's heading back up that way. Maybe we'll take that on the way back. The
paths around
through
Houston.
the reservoir, not too muddy or anything. There's plenty of sort of gravel and things in them. Obviously, it's been dry really over the past week or so, so we're not seeing it in sort of wetter conditions. But seems quite good for walking around. I don't know if in the wetter times you need wellies or anything, but today is pretty good. So some bits you're quite close to where the water level is. You think that's actually low, and some periods it's probably coming right laps right up to here. So it does go right close to the water's edge here, isn't it? This part, even though the reservoir level's low. Yeah, watch. And then you've got lots of woodland to walk through. So we just walking along, and we've come across this big opening here, look. I don't know whether boats or anything come off here or what. No swimming. But yeah, you can walk down here. There we go, we're looking downstream that way. There's a sort of dam wall in the murk down there. And there's a road that goes across it, so you can drive across that. But when you drive across, of course, you can't see the reservoir because your sort of car height is below the wall. And then we're looking upstream in this direction. Peering into a conifer plantation there with very low biodiversity, and that's just on the side where there's a dry stone wall here all along the path, and you think that's stood very well over the time that the reservoir has been built. It's just sort of hidden in there, but it's there. None of it seems to have showed any sign of sort of collapsing or falling down. And look at the moss and all that over it. Incredible mossy wall sections and all that here. Yeah, so Friday afternoon, 20th of September, Swinsty Reservoir. Little walk around the reservoir here. Some den building been going on in there. Look, quite a few little here. Plenty of wood to do that with. So we've just come to this little tributary of flowing water into the reservoir. There's a little wooden bridge over it. So that's keeping the reservoir topped up. Yeah.
Well, what is it safe to drink? Shall I pour?
Quite organic, that soil there. Yeah. So we're towards the far end of the reservoir now, and I think we just asked somebody, you can do a full loop around it. There's lots of geese there. Can you see all the geese in the field? Loads of geese. So just asked these people here, and they said, yeah, you can do the walk right around the whole reservoir. So we're at the far end now, so we might as well continue round and see what happens. So we decided not to do the full loop because when we started looking at the distances and the time, we're a bit worried about getting back home in time for schools and what have you. So we just coming back the way we came on this side of the reservoir, which is the sort of southern side. So on our way back around now. Occasionally there are little gates for anglers to get out. Different parts of the reservoir. Here's an example, though it doesn't look particularly well used, looks pretty overgrown. There's a little route down there. We're heading back towards the dam wall here, and then the car park, or the area next to the car park where we parked, is kind of in this direction. So yeah, so that's the sort of dam wall, and then just up this way is the where that we left the car. We're back now at the area where we left the car. So there we go. So we just parked up here, and the free parking up there. That's the road that goes over the dam that way. You think that that's like an ancient stone wall that says AD 2000 on it? Eh? What's that about?